Manchester United 25-man squad alongside the coaching staff of Manchester United have touched down Sheriff of Moldova like 2-3 hours ago, and the manager, who goes by the name of Erik ten Hag, went ahead to really address the media as far as the game of Sheriff versus United is concerned. And obviously this is why we're here, to bring you Manchester United's manager presser versus Sheriff down in Moldova. Welcome to United Matters channel. How are you guys, and where are you watching us from? I go by the names of Rock and David. Smash the like button, comment and share, and if at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Show us love, pass love over to us, and obviously we are going to enjoy everything as you guys really reveal it to us. But Ten Hag have really said a lot of things, talking about Rashford, injuries, Ronaldo, and even David De Gea, because he was seated alongside David De Gea in the presser in Sheriff, and obviously he had the following to say. So let me go straight into this as you guys really enjoy and watch this channel, which goes by the names of United Matters channel. Ten Hag was asked on Rashford. He said he's not available. A consequence after Arsenal, he has a muscle injury. Then after telling us about the muscle injury, about Marcus Rashford, he went ahead and let us know that on how long he will be out. Ten Hag told us that I don't think too long, but I cannot tell how long. It's not really bad, and we expect him to be quite soon. So he's expected to return quite soon, because we saw him train in the recovery training. If at all you watched those videos and photos released by Manchester United, Marcus Rashford was part of the recovery training that took place at Carrington on Monday after beating Arsenal 3-1 at Old Trafford. But obviously he has not yet been seen into the training sessions again. He posted onto his Instagram training alone in the gym, and obviously on Tuesday we saw him arrive at Carrington, and I know he was here to do certain things that were not so much into training with his fellow players of Manchester United. So Erik ten Hag has gone ahead to retell us that maybe he'll be back very soon. He missed out on the game of Real Sociedad, and if at all you are to play a side which goes by the name of Crystal Palace on Sunday, that means we don't have Anthony Martial and Marcus Rashford within the team. So that's where some postponement of the games really help you, or really acts as a blessing in disguise. Then Ten Hag again asked on the quality of Rashford, and if at all he really gets straight into the English national team. He said it's quite obvious and quite clear that Rashford is good enough to be in the England squad. I think in this season he's showing his great potential and quality. Great potential and quality, Ten Hag on point, because Rashford's potential and quality is running and chasing the ball in front of him. That's his great quality. He's not good at really acting in tight spaces. That's not Rashford. Rashford wants to really go ahead and really play that ball, that overhead ball, over the top ball. He goes and runs, sprints into space, and obviously he destroys any defender he's left with, because he's good on 1-1 situation. That is a man who goes by names of Marcus Rashford, and the manager has been spot on when he said that he is really showing his great potential and quality this season. But again, worryingly, he gets an injury in the Arsenal game. I saw him hold his muscle, and I said, oh, this guy, having really gotten a chance to really showcase his goodies ahead of the World Cup, and is really getting a muscle injury. But let's wait and see what's going to happen in there for him. But for Rashford, I think injuries are really nothing, because Gareth Southgate took him when he was injured in the England national squad at the Euros. You remember very well, Rashford was injured, and then after the Euros, he underwent a surgery, and after undergoing a surgery, he got himself close to 4 months out of the team. So that is Marcus Rashford for you, and obviously that is what the manager really had to say about him in the press conference. Then Ten Hag told that the Moldovan fans want to know if Ronaldo will play tomorrow. He said, I'm sorry, but the Moldovan fans will have to wait until tomorrow. Obviously, when you look at the manager, Erik ten Hag, principled as he is, he even doesn't want to know the squad, especially when you're going to play in the Premier League. He doesn't want to let out his squad to the media that so and so is available, so you just get to know who's available. Apart from games like this that really involve drive all moving out, that's when news is really leaked out that a team of United is having so and so, are not having so and so when they're traveling. But a lot of secrecy is around Manchester United, and it's part of the Ten Hag discipline that is putting in the team and cutting off a lot of the media ties from the Manchester United, because he really knew that the more you get news or journalists close to the team, the more leaks you're going to get in the dressing room, because football players are human. And you never know how one leak really does damage to the team. You remember last season when you're going to play, is it when you're playing, we are playing, I think it was not last season, the season of 2020-2021 in the Champions League, when you're going to play our last game in the group stages against RB Leipzig. Guess what? Mino Raiola came out and really put out on the player who goes by the name of Paul Ebere Pogba that is not picked, and the manager is really having a problem with him. So those statements were let out on Monday, yet on Tuesday we are going to play a side which goes by the names of RB Leipzig and affect the performance of our team. Obviously, we lost by 3-2. So it shows you how a single statement can really damage a team, and that's how far Ten Hag has really gone to really not allow journalists to come in and really get close to his team, especially in this game of football at Manchester United. Or when they're at Lowry Hotel, he doesn't want anything to be leaked out of the dressing room. Then Ten Hag asked if he and the players will be signing autographs after Thursday's game. He said, after the game, we have to go straight to the airport and return to Manchester. All of our players have international duties. So it shows you how strict this manager is, and he sets his principles and rules and regulations clear out there. Portrayed, break it at your own risk, and you're really going to miss out on making games. Look at Garnacho Alejandro. He missed out on all the preseason because of one reason. He really delayed and arrived late just in one of the training sessions, and obviously the manager said, the part of discipline, I'm not going to play. You're going to be on the bench, but I'm not going to play you. And Garnacho only got time to play into the last game at Old Trafford when you're drawing 1-1 with Roy Vallecano. So it shows you how much Erik ten Hag is a disciplinarian and is being praised so much of being so. Players are going to return immediately, no signing autographs. That's what Ten Hag is saying. But I really believe that I think they'll sign them while arriving on the pitch, because at Old Trafford even, I've seen players sign autographs when they are arriving. Maybe Ten Hag gave the right answer to the question that was asked to him, whether they will sign autographs after the game. But if at all he was asked, will players sign autographs after as they really come in or arrive at the pitch, obviously would have said yes, that's our cult at Old Trafford, and players go on to sign autographs with sorry about that players go on to sign autographs for their fans when they're arriving at Old Trafford, and we can as well mirror it in Moldova as we play against Sheriff. Then on Shelf, he said, it's quite clear they beat Madrid and Shakhtar Donetsk. They are capable. We have to make it our game, but we are conscious of that fact. They're serious and decent opponents, and we have to play our best for the win. So, trust me, however much when you look at all the odds, they're really giving United a sure deal against Sheriff, but you have to bear this in mind, that this team is really dangerous. It really plays a very deep line game of football. They leave the ball for you, and after leaving the ball for you, they obviously tell you, all right, come and read it and cause damage to us. That's what United is going to be really waiting for to do as they play a team which goes by the name of Sheriff, because Sheriff is a very stubborn team. It beat Real Madrid and it beat a side which goes by the names of Shakhtar Donetsk. So it shows you that they have the potential to beat us if at all we don't raise up to the occasion. But it's going to be a very good game that we don't have a game in the on the weekend. The game against Leeds has been postponed at Old Trafford, and that means we are going to go full strength and attack this team. And I know if at all we go full strength, obviously with a man like Ronaldo and chances being created left, right and center, expect United to 100% destroy a side which goes by the name of Sheriff in Moldova tomorrow. But Ten Hag is really so much conscious about a team which goes by names of Shelf because of those two results they really got against Real Madrid and Shakhtar Donetsk. Then Ten Hag asked, and he said, I think our players are used to playing every third day a game. If that's not if that's not the case, we use the days for training sessions. We are well prepared for the game tomorrow. So he's so much well prepared for the game tomorrow and is okay with what is going to come in through for this game of Manchester United against Moldova. Then David De Gea asked about Dean Henderson's comment. He said, I'm just here to do my job, to do better every day. I don't think it's the time to talk about him. I have no comment on that. And it shows you the difference of maturity and immaturity. When Dean Henderson was really asked about the condition at Manchester United, he went ahead to say, I was told that I'm going to be a first-choice goalkeeper. And obviously, they made him a first-choice goalkeeper when David De Gea really went to see his wife give birth to their first child. You know that very well. And they made him a first-choice goalkeeper. But to me, I think it was bad omen for Dean Henderson. Dean Henderson had convinced Ole Gunnar Solskjaer that's supposed to be the starting goalkeeper of Manchester United. You know that very well. Then, what happened after was he went for the Euros. After going for the Euros, he got a hip injury. And when he returned to United, after recovering from injury, as we came towards the beginning of the season, he obviously got what we call COVID. And when he got COVID, obviously 2-3 weeks out, David De Gea put in an exquisite performance that everyone was really hailing, and there is no way he could get into the starting 11 of Manchester United. That is Dean Henderson. But when you look at David De Gea, he has not yet spouted fire to him. He has just told, I don't think it's time to talk about him. I have no comments on that. And I think he would have reserved himself. That is a man who goes by Dean Henderson. And what I know about Dean Henderson was that they asked him, did you talk to Erik ten Hag? He said, I never talked to Erik ten Hag because I knew if at all he watched me train, he would have said, you are going nowhere. So I didn't even wait for the new manager because my career was in danger. So you see how arrogant Dean Henderson was. But look at the quality of David De Gea. To me, one of the best goalkeepers in the world, apart from him not being able to adopt what we call sweeper goalkeeping techniques, but obviously expect him to go on and really thrive in the coming years. And the manager believes that he's really doing well in training and he can go ahead and really do it. And in the game of Shelf, we might see him really be one of those players that is really good, because Shelf is going to let the ball to us, and obviously they will always want to hit us on the break. So David De Gea has nothing to comment about a man who goes by names of Dean Henderson. Now, David De Gea on the Europa League said, I think it's a great competition. We should be playing the Champions League, but this is the competition we play for. So we play for everything. I have great memories of this competition, and tomorrow we have another big game against Sheriff. So David De Gea acknowledges that they're not supposed to be playing the Champions League in the Premier League, in the UEFA Europa League. We are supposed to be playing in the Champions League, and obviously, but we have to get through this competition, and if at all we win it, we can as well go ahead and really see ourselves be what we call the champions of the UEFA Europa League, and obviously get a spot into the Champions League of next season, because it's really a very clear route. When you win it, you can really go ahead and really win the slot into the Champions League. And by the way, you are also put in the first spot and you are not put in the second spot, giving you a very clear advantage of going through to the next stage. Then David De Gea on Moldova, he said, I've been here half an hour, but the weather is great and the people are nice. We are happy to be here, and hopefully we can show a great match tomorrow. So the game is on tomorrow, United versus Shelf. That is how brief the press conference was. Erik ten Hag alongside David De Gea in Shelf discussing things concerning Manchester United, and obviously they've been told that this is the game that we need to go on and win, and the players are so much focused on this game of football. And after this video, obviously, I'm coming back with the match preview featuring the predicted lineup of United versus Shelf and very many more things as far as Ten Hag really is planning to play his last game at United before the international break really commences from the 18th, and the players are going to return. And our next Premier League game is going to be against a side which goes by the names of Man City at Etihad. And my only prayers is that players like Rafael Varane, Lisandro Martinez, Tyrell Malacia, Diego Dallo don't get injured when they're really playing at the international team, because they're going to play in what we call the UEFA Nations League, which is also another competition that needs full focus and strength. Thank you guys for watching. Rock and David is my name. Your reactions are welcome to what Ten Hag and David De Gea has said in the comment section below. I cover you all in the blood of Jesus Christ. Thank you guys for watching again. Rock and David is my name. United Matters channel is the YouTube channel, but endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in a day. We are left with one video, and it's coming up in the next 1 or 2 hours. That is the match preview featuring my predicted lineup versus Sheriff, and obviously my thoughts and how I'm going to break down that game and how I really think we can win this game very, very easily to kill it off as soon as possible in the first minutes of the game. Guys, second last video and I'm out. See you later, and maybe, guys, subscribe. We are left with some 600 subscribers to hit 9,000 subscribers. Guys, can we really get this moving and reach this level? Because from 1 subscriber to 8,000 subscribers, and now we are less by 600 to hit 9,000. Can we really go on and combine efforts and really subscribe? That goes to people who have not yet subscribed, and keep watching in. I'm out.